I saw Chicken's Cloud's video. I think it's time to come clean. Why you may feel like a lot of anime creators are not really making content on anime games in general. We're in December, and this year for anime games were probably the worst year in a long time. Like, the worst year of anime games I could think of that was probably worse was that time when they got Ultimate Tenkaichi and I look dry as hell. Hold on. The worst year for anime games will probably be that year when we got Ultimate Tenkaichi and Battle of Z back to back kinda. And even those games lasted a little bit longer than, say, Jump Force. You get what I'm saying? Right now, we're in a big old frustrated era of anime games because literally nobody is really wanting to cover any upcoming anime games. Like right now, when it comes to anime creators, for My Hero, one of the most popular animes, you think everybody would be covering that game. At least notable people that I know of in the community. Draco Wolf, you got Papa Birdo, Bilbzy, and you got PS360 and stuff, but you really don't see any new My Hero content creators like that. And this guy named Glide, that he's like on his way to 1K. Come on, go ahead and push him out there. Because I want to say my personal opinion that everything after Xenoverse 2 has been so bad. And I have an opinion that Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is probably one of the best anime games of this whole decade. Stop capping. What? Huh? You really just said that? People say they hate Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, and yeah, we all have gripes and problems with Xenoverse 2. However, with Xenoverse 2 though, y'all constantly buying the DLC, y'all constantly buying the updates for the game, y'all constantly supporting the game. Xenoverse 2 got to the point to where they added Ribian from Dragon Ball Super, and everybody's still playing Dragon Ball Xenoverse. I thought everybody collectively hated Ribian and Super. Who knows? I'm just saying that Xenoverse has gotten some of the longest support out of an anime game this whole decade I've ever seen. 2019. Why y'all didn't come out in 2017 and 2018? Because that was a period where anime developers were trying new different types of games. Like we got Black Clover Quartet Knights. I really love that game, but it released at the wrong time. That also matters too. Like if the Black Clover Quartet Knights came out today, it'd probably have a bigger and way more influential impact than it had before the anime even started. When the game got announced was when Black Clover anime just started. Everybody was hating on them from screaming. Prime example, one of my favorite games of this decade is Kill la Kill If. A lot of people hate on Kill la Kill If and the controversy behind the content and the content creators, the actual FGC players that play the game. We can admit that the game lacks in those departments. However, the gameplay has proven that anime arena fighters can be competitive. The scene for Kill la Kill If is one of the most entertaining I've ever had within the anime gaming community since like Naruto Storm. At least they have actual tournaments. They got people willing to go out. And then we got the 2020 anime games coming out. And a lot of the 2020 anime games look cool. They always look cool. But some of them are sequels or just weird installments of them, and you didn't like the first one, why would you come back? When they showed the reveal trailer of My Hero 1's Justice, everybody was slandering it. I was slandering it too, like bro, it don't look like a huge improvement except for some mechanics, which that's generally what a sequel should do. So with common sense, if you know what a sequel does, it's supposed to do it. Everybody's expecting the overhaul from like Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1 to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. And that's not really gonna happen with a lot of anime games if it's not Dragon Ball, to be honest with you. Like My Hero 1's Justice will 100% be an improvement from the first game, but they're not communicating the things that will make a community better and make people want to play this game. If I get bad at the game, I let other people fight, meaning I have lobbies. They fight, we rotate, cool off, get back and play it again. Having the ability to watch and play and fight with other people, your community, your subscribers, your homies, is really important. I don't understand how they not learning from these other fighting game developers. Hence, Dragon Ball FighterZ came out. We're gonna get on Dragon Ball FighterZ later. And then also with My Hero 1's Justice, they just confirmed that anime stills are coming back. And a lot of people are really upset about anime stills for the story mode. So that's already hurting a lot of people's expectations going into My Hero 1's Justice 2. Then you got One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. You're probably looking at me like, Muso game, so that's the thing. This game will be beautiful, however, but it's starting from Alabasta, which is kind of funny because the meme in the anime community is like, One Piece don't get good till you get to Alabasta. One Piece Power Warrior Tour will probably be one of the best anime games of 2020. And then let's not get started on one mid-man, a hero nobody wanted. Nobody wanted this game, but a lot of people have been asking for it. Now, overall, they have made an improvement. My biggest complaint is not being able to pick Saitama, but there is a Dream Saitama variation in the game. That's good. However, One Punch Man, a hero nobody knows, will probably have some content in it, but the gameplay feels weird and clunky as like Sonic 06. It's kind of weird and crazy that it's going that route. So keep that in mind. That's One Punch Man, a hero nobody knows. Now the ones you should be looking forward to so far in 2020, that from Bandai at least, is Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot and CyberConnect 2 CC2 have been pushing boundaries with the graphic fidelity of this game, the animation and art style. However, will the game play good though? CC2 usually nails it in everything else, but has some major flaws within the gameplay. A lot of people that don't like Kakarot say it looks repetitive. A lot of people are like, why y'all buying a Dragon Ball game again? And everybody else in is like, oh my god, this is finally the Dragon Ball game we all been wanting. Thank you, CC2. I'm gonna be real, they got my Super Saiyan 3. Super Saiyan 3 is my favorite thing in Dragon Ball, period. But they got it, you already know. But then, the game that I'm actually really excited for from the anime department would be Fairy Tail RPG. Fairy Tail RPG is something completely unique, something fresh, something that a lot of people were wondering where I haven't Fairy Tail got a video game, period, at this point, where they have some on PSP and stuff like that, but they're not to this scale. What makes this really good is that Fairy Tail RPG is made by a company that consistently produces RPGs, JRPGs in general. They made the Atelier Rizza series, The Secret of the Eternal Hide. I always get the name wrong, but the girl that was thick. Everybody was talking about, I had gameplay on this channel about that game, by the way. And legit, the game is so good, the OST is so good. So right now, expectations are really going up the more we see for this game. And it looks like it's going to have a lot of content in it as well. So where is this going? Anime games, and most of these anime games that are coming out either look like a step forward and a lot of steps back. Like you let them pass for the first installment, but we no longer should let them pass for the second one. They don't have these basic modes like lobbies, spectator modes with friends, being able to watch your friends' matches. I don't want it because there's no way to build a community around it but just fighting people on ranked. It doesn't have that community aspect, and then therefore everybody's dropping the game so fast because literally you just fight. It's like the meme of why people just hate, normal traditional fighting games, because you just fight. And I feel like anime games are going backwards in some departments and doing good in others. And a lot of people like to get on DBFZ. Let's talk about Dragon Ball FighterZ. A lot of people think Dragon Ball FighterZ is the best anime game of this decade, or the best Dragon Ball game, period. Now, hence, no matter how you feel about that or all the controversial opinions, I know that the story mode of DBFZ sucked and all that other stuff, but DBFZ has pushed its boundaries to the highest. The gameplay of it, in my opinion, is probably some of the best we had this whole last 2 generations since PS2. Dragon Ball FighterZ is continuously going to go up to season 3, which I honestly think is the last season of Fighters, or they're either gonna make a Fighters 2 or they're gonna move to their next anime game, which makes sense going to PS5, right? It wasn't nothing like Dragon Ball. They should just keep going with the Naruto, the One Piece. And then people get mad when they say, oh, I want a Naruto FighterZ, I want a Bleach FighterZ, I want this FighterZ. That's because Dragon Ball FighterZ is pushing boundaries that these other anime games are sucking with right now. Like, they're doing so bad at them, producing them right now. Graphically, gameplay wise, it's always something busted. Like, Dragon Ball FighterZ has 2 things. Only thing it's missing is weird content. That's the worst part about FighterZ. All these other anime games are getting like, okay, it looked good graphically, gameplay sucked, no content. Alright, it got content, the gameplay sucked, the story mode's bad. It's so many different factors with anime games. This needs to change. It needs to change. Oh my god, bro. Oh my freaking god. Anime games do suck right now. And hopefully, Bandai come out with some heat at E3 season or around the summertime. Who knows, whenever they announce new games, but whew, I'm out. Follow me on Twitter at avataryayaTV. And remember, you guys are golden, and that is raw. Squalla.